It's time for a brand new adventure with Drew Pendous and his mighty penultimate. In today's episode, Drew faces off against a big, scary... Yeah, that guy. It was a beautiful fall day, and Drew and his buddies are playing outside in the leaves.
Tag, you're it, Nikki.
Okay, break time. I need a snack. But we just got started.
I could use one too.
Okay. Looks like there's an apple tree just across the bridge. That should do the trick.
But it turns out that bridge was already in use.
Ah!
The super scary troll started throwing rocks at Drew and his friends. That is not cool.
Oh no, you don't.
Drew whipped out his penultimate and sketched a giant slingshot, and he tossed him right back at that troll.
Please stop. I was just trying to protect you.
Huh?
Mina wants you to cross bridge to take the apples, cause then the bunnies will attack. Bunnies really like apples.
The bunnies are the scary ones? That's weird. Everyone thinks trolls are the scary monsters. No offense.
Trolls just look big and scary, but we're not. I'm really a nice guy.
Didn't see that coming.
You know, I did a report on trolls once. They're actually really interesting creatures. Here's what I learned. These are trolls. Some trolls are big, and others are small. But they all seem to have similar features. Trolls are often very large, smelly, and dirty. This most likely comes from their unhealthy diet of eating only mountain goats. Their skin is very tough and has many shades of gray in its coloring. When trolls are sleeping, they can often be mistaken for a pile of rocks. Their hair is made of bushes and trees, as this helps them hide when they don't want to be seen. A troll with a great hairdo can look like a nice place for a mountain goat to rest and get some shade. Not so in this situation. Sorry, Mr. Goat.
It's okay.
Trolls' personalities are a funny thing. They think very highly of themselves, as if they are the smartest in all the land. But in reality, they are not.
Hey, I heard that.
Trolls are also very greedy. They don't like to share, and they'll get into fights with one another about silly little things. It's this selfishness that prevents trolls from ever being truly happy. So don't be a troll, be happy, and always be nice to mountain goats.
Thanks, Nikki. What a great report. And thanks to you, Mr. Troll, for saving us from those bunnies.
Guys, I'm still pretty hungry.
Want to share some of my lunch?
Never mind. Not so hungry anymore.
The three Billy Goats Gruff. So one time, there were three Billy Goats. There was Billy Sr., his son Billy Jr., and his grandson, Billy the Third. 3 generations of Billy Goats named Billy, and their last name was Gruff. Being Billy Goats, they loved to eat grass. They even ate the dandelions in the grass, which I personally find kind of yucky. Well, one day, they had finally eaten all the grass in their small field, which was okay for about 15 minutes, and then they were hungry again. Well, wouldn't you know, across the way and over a very large canyon was a beautiful field. Tall, lush grass just blowing in the wind. The only way to get there was to travel across a very, very, very long bridge. A wobbly bridge, and it was dangling 100,000 feet above a gulch. It was quite terrifying. But the Billies were hungry, and so they decided to try and cross it.
Billy Jr., why don't you go first? For you are much lighter than I am, and we need to make sure the bridge is safe. Bah! Well, Billy the Third is much smaller than me. Why don't you go across first? Bah!
Billy the Third was a good son and a great grandson. Well, actually, a very good grandson, because a great-grandson means something else. But anyway, he agreed. The bridge was long and treacherous, which means scary, because it was very wobbly. But he did pretty well, until he got right in the middle, where he met a troll. And as we all know, trolls love to eat goats, especially goats named Billy.
Hey, are you a goat? Is your name Billy?
Why, yes it is. There's 3 of us. Billy Sr., Billy Jr., and me, Billy 3.
I'm gonna eat you now, okay?
Hold on, I'm just a wee little goat with barely any meat on my bones. If you wait, I can go across the bridge and eat some grass for a few weeks and get big and juicy. Then I'll be even more delicious.
Okay.
And so, the troll let Billy the Third across the bridge and waited for the next goat, because we all know trolls are very greedy and not very smart. Once wee Billy the Third got to the meadow, he knew he had to warn his dad and grandpa about the troll, so he flew a paper airplane back across the canyon to Billy Jr. It said,
Hey Dad, I made it! P.S. Watch out for the...
Little wee Billy the Third didn't know how to spell the word troll, so he tried drawing one. Oof, keep your day job, little Billy. Billy Jr. wasn't sure what he was supposed to watch out for, so he decided to be extra careful when he crossed.
Hey, are you a goat named Billy too? I'm gonna eat you now, okay?
Whoa, hold on a second. You should know something first. The next goat coming across is really big and really tasty. If you eat me, you'll be too full. Why don't you let me go ahead, and while you're eating the next goat, I'll eat some grass and get big and tasty as him.
Okay.
And so the troll let him across to the big field, where he was reunited with his son, and they sent a paper airplane over the gulch to Billy Sr., and it only said one word, which Billy Jr. fortunately knew how to spell. Troll! Grandpa Billy Sr. knew what he had to do. He crossed the bridge, and then he got to the troll.
Oh no, you're too big!
And he was right. Billy Sr. was much bigger and stronger than the troll.
I'd like to try and eat you, if that's okay.
I don't think so. Bah. Billy Sr. took his horns and launched the troll off the bridge and all the way up into outer space, where he could no longer bother any more goats, especially goats named Billy. And the 3 billy goats Gruff ate endless grass and dandelions for the rest of their days. You might say the moral of this story is, if you're a goat, don't name your son Billy. And if you're a troll, well, get an education. And if that doesn't work, invest in a rocket ship. The end.
Ow!
What's the matter? You don't like dodgeball?
I like dodgeball just fine, but we weren't playing dodgeball. You simply threw the ball at my head.
Yeah, monster, run!
Story time. Miss Booksy's gonna meet you inside her magic books. Cinderella's dressed in blue, Goldilocks and spinning clock. Wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap.
Hi there, kids! Welcome to Storytime at Cool School with me, Miss Booksy. Today we're reading Frankenstein Makes a Monster. Wiggle, snap, story time! Hi, I'm Mary Shelley Frankenstein, sister to the world's biggest mischief-making little brother, Victor Frankenstein.
That's Dr. Frankenstein.
He's not a doctor, obviously. He's 10.
10 and a half.
Anyway, one day he was bored, and when Victor Frankenstein gets bored, bad things happen. For example, one time he filled all my shoes with slime.
Ew!
Victor! And then one time he put baking soda and vinegar in his teacher's coffee. And yeah, it exploded.
Victor!
And this one time, this is really bad, he put glue on the toilet seat and my dad got stuck.
Victor!
So like I was saying, bored Victor equals bad Victor. And that's how the story begins.
I'm bored. I want to make something. Something big, something bad, something epic. I know. Today I'm gonna create a monster!
Victor went down to his laboratory, aka our basement, and got to work. That's where he did all his experiments.
Some fishing hooks, I can use those. Slinky, check. Some nuts and bolts and screws and stuff, sure. Modeling clay, finger paints, glue, grandpa's toupee, perfect. A garbage can, some brooms, a mop, googly eyes, a couple of my sister's patriotic girl dolls, my old teddy bear, Mr. Teddy Puff Puff. Wait, no, I didn't mean it, Mr. Teddy Puff Puff. Promise. Forgive me? I love you too, Teddy.
Aw, that's sweet. But don't be fooled. Victor was up to a seriously naughty scheme.
Now back to my seriously naughty scheme. It's time to create my monster. A monster that will wreak havoc and destroy the whole world. Oh no, don't be scared, Mr. Teddy Puff Puff. My monster won't destroy you. Now, time to work.
Victor worked all day into the night, not even stopping for snack time. He snipped, ripped, chopped, glued, fastened, refastened, attached thingamabobs and whatchamacallits until finally he was satisfied.
My monster! Now to bring him to life. It's alive! Okay, I thought that would work. It's alive? How do I turn this thing on? It's alive! Yes! And now we will unleash chaos onto the world! Oh, are you hungry? Let's see, what do monsters eat? There's some leftover meatloaf in here. It's really gnarly, so you might like that.
Nom 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 nom.
Okay, you get enough to eat yet? We have to go wreak havoc and chaos and stuff. Whoa, awesome! Hey, wait for me!
Victor! You stop right there, young man. Who made this mess?
My monster did it?
Right. Sure. A monster did it. Well, guess who's going to clean it up?
Me?
That's right.
But...
Oh, no buts?
But there was a but. A big one. A real, live monster was on the loose. But really, he was probably more afraid than anyone. The world was brand new to him, and he couldn't help but be frightened. Finally, he found a nice resting spot and fell asleep. Okay, so maybe it wasn't such a good resting spot because during recess, the jungle gym is a pretty happening spot. And it wasn't very long until... Ah! And that woke the monster. The monster felt a little bit safer in the woods. He sat there and watched the playground waiting for the kids to leave. A bell rang and the kids left, but then an older group of kids came out, including me. Ow!
What's the matter? You don't like dodgeball?
I like dodgeball just fine, but we weren't playing dodgeball. You simply threw the ball at my head. See, that I don't like.
Whatever, Mary Shelley Stinkenstein.
That's not my name.
Mary Shelley Stinkenstein. Mary Shelley Stinkenstein. Ah! Monster, run!
Thank you for chasing away those bullies, but I have to ask, are you a nice monster or a mean monster? Okay, I'm gonna take a wild, possibly dangerous guess and say that you seem like a nice monster. I'm Mary. Repeat after me. Monster. Monster. Monster.
Mon.
Okay, that's pretty close. Now add the stir. Monster.
Monster.
Great. Okay, I should really teach you some more words, but that took like an hour, so let's move on to something else. How about some social skills? Let's try a handshake.
Ah.
Now, we put our hands together, and then we shake. Okay, you're doing really great, but can you put me down? Good, thanks. All right, it's time for me to go home for dinner. Do you think you'll be okay here for tonight? Yeah, you better come with me. I'll hide you in my old playhouse. But by the time I got home and the monster was all settled in, news had gotten out.
Reports of the mystery monster have been coming in all day. From people like this gentleman.
I nearly ran him over in my car last night. I don't know if my insurance would have covered that.
And these innocent children.
I was just minding my own business when he tried to hit me with a ball.
City officials are urging citizens to stay inside and lock your doors. But some local vigilantes want to take matters into their own hands.
Yeah, we're gonna get that monster.
I ain't afraid of no monster.
Uh-oh. So, it turns out the monster was nice after all. I hope it'll be okay. Thanks for coming to Storytime. Can't wait to read more stories with you at Storytime soon. Bye. Time for Storytime games. Here we go. Let's play Spot the Difference. Frankenstein. Can you spot all the differences in these scenes from the story? Here we go! So like I was saying, bored Victor equals bad Victor, and that's how the story begins.
I'm bored! I want to make something. Something big, something bad, something epic. I know! Today I'm gonna create a monster!
Victor went down to his laboratory, aka our basement, and got to work. That's where he did all his experiments.
Some fishing hooks, I can use.
Hold on. Did you see something? Let's rewind. What seems different to you? Look at this. This wasn't here before. All right, let's watch another scene. Here we go! The jungle gym is a pretty happening spot, and it wasn't very long until... Ah! And that woke the monster. The monster felt a little bit safer in the woods. He sat there and watched the playground waiting for the kids to leave. A bell rang and the kids left, but then an older group of kids came out, including me. Ow!
What's the matter? You don't like dodgeball?
I like dodgeball just fine. Pause! Did you see something? Rewind. What seems different to you? Look over here. This color is different. All right, let's watch another scene. Yeah, you better come with me. I'll hide you in my old playhouse. But by the time I got home and the monster was all settled in, news had gotten out.
Reports of the mystery monster have been coming in all day. From people like this gentleman.
Wait a minute, did you spot the difference? Let's watch that again. What seems different to you? Right over there. How did this get here? That's the last one. Did you find all of them? Nice work. Today we're reading Frankenstein's Monster on the Loose. Wiggle, snap, story time.
According to eyewitness reports, the monster has caused over $11,000 in damage, and an old-fashioned pitchfork and torch-wielding gang of locals has sworn to capture the beast.
Yeah!
Back to you, Chuck.
Oh dear!
I told you it was the monster that wrecked the kitchen.
Go to bed, Victor.
Well, I couldn't just leave the monster outside in my old playhouse, not with a bunch of vigilantes out there hunting him. Shh, okay, you can sleep in here, but you have to be quiet. Aw, that's sweet. Now, do you want the top bunk or the bottom? Oh, you're not sleepy? Do you want to play a game? So we played some games. We played Twister, Right Foot Blue. Close enough. Jenga, Jenga, Jenga. Then we went full-on slumber party and did spa night.
I thought I heard my monster in here.
Your monster?
Yeah, I created him in the basement. What's he doing with all that gunk on his face?
We were having a spa night.
What? Monsters don't do spa nights. Monsters are supposed to be ferocious and fierce and wreak havoc.
He's not that kind of monster. I found him in the woods by the playground. He saved me from bullies. And now there are bullies looking for him. We have to protect our monster.
Our monster? I think you mean my monster. He's coming with me.
No way! Hey!
Hey, keep it down in there.
Quick, hide the monster.
What on earth is going on in here?
Nothing, Mom.
Yep, nothing to see here.
What was that?
My stomach. I don't think that leftover meatloaf sat too well with me, but I'll be okay.
Okay, well, time for bed.
Yes, Mom.
Okay, Mom.
Now.
Meatloaf!
You sure you're okay?
Yep. Good night. See ya mañana. Bye.
Okay. Good night.
Phew, that was close.
We can't keep him here. There's no way Mom and Dad will let us keep a monster.
True.
But we can't take him outside either. The vigilante bully gang is looking for him. What if they hurt him?
But he's a monster. He could just destroy the gang. Easy peasy.
You seem to be forgetting that he's not the destructive, dangerous type. He's a big, sweet softie. Look.
Yeah, I guess he's not gonna wreak any havoc. Hey, I know. Let's take him to Professor Weirdly's house. She'll know what to do.
Great idea. Science teachers for the win. Okay, now how do we get him out of here without attracting attention?
Of course.
Perfect.
Let's go.
So we set out into the night with our monster. It was a little scary, but there's no time to fear when you're on a mission. Super brave, right? Well, that was all about to change. We didn't know it yet, but the vigilante gang was closing in. So all was going according to plan. We were on our way to see Professor Weirdly, the science teacher at our school. She would know what to do with the STEM project gone awry. Okay, cool. I can see Professor Weirdly's house. We're almost there.
Is that what I think it is?
Yep. What do we do now?
We could blast them with a giant water balloon or some other projectiles. Or we could just cast a protective force field around ourselves. Ooh, or we could sick a giant robot on them.
Or we could run.
That's always an option.
Let's go.
What do we have here?
Oh, hi, sir. Nice weather we're having, huh?
What are you kids doing out here this time of night?
Who, us?
Yes, you.
We're just out for a little evening stroll. And you?
I'm out looking for that monster that's been terrorizing the town.
Oh, I haven't heard anything about that. Have you, Victor?
No, Mary, not a word. A monster, you say?
Who's that?
I
said, who's that?
Oh, her? Yes, that's our grandma. Yep, old granny.
But don't bother trying to talk to her. She's hard of hearing.
Granny, we're just telling this nice pitchfork-wielding gentleman that you're a little hard of hearing. Well, I guess it's our bedtime. Good night. Excuse us. Oh, hi guys. We were just leaving. Come on, Granny. Seemed too easy, right? We were just gonna walk away, but then suddenly we heard... Come on, Gran. Time for bed. Yeah, that's a kitty. Let's go. But the monster, being a big old sweetheart, jumped into the tree to rescue the kitten. Great.
Wow, your granny sure is spry.
Hey, she saved the kitten.
Okay, Granny, good job. Now let's go. Uh-oh.
That's him. That's the monster. Get him.
The gang was all riled up, and things were getting very scary. One guy swung his pitchfork up at the monster.
Ha! I'll get ya.
But he missed. Phew. but then it landed.
Ah! Hey, you stuck me!
And that guy had been waving around a torch, so when he got poked with the pitchfork, he accidentally lit another guy's pants on fire. It was chaos!
Finally!
We could have just run away at that point, but the monster was such a big old sweetie that he just had to jump down and help.
That's better.
Phew, thanks.
Hey, wait, he's being nice.
Monsters aren't nice.
Well, this one is. He protected me from bullies. He rescued that kitten, and now he's helping you.
Yeah, and I created him specifically to be a supervillain too. I don't know what went wrong.
So will you guys leave him alone now?
Are you sure he's good?
Look at him.
Yeah, okay. We'll let you go.
But you all better get home soon. It's late.
We know, just one more stop. Come on, guys, let's go to Professor Weirdly's.
And Victor, you say you made this all by yourself?
Yep. Awesome, right?
Very impressive.
Where will you keep him, Professor?
I think he'll be happy at school. He can live in the lab.
So from that night on, our monster lived in Professor Weirdly's science lab at the school. It was great. He took care of the class pets. He helped kids with their homework. Well, he tried anyway. He was the best school monster ever, and Victor and I got to see him every day. It was awesome.
Yeah, but next time I'll create a super bad monster that wreaks havoc and mayhem and destruction and...
Oh boy, here we go. The end. Aw, so the monster got to live happily ever after. It would be so cool to have a monster going to your school, don't you think? Thanks for coming to Storytime. Can't wait to read more stories with you at Storytime soon. Bye. Time for Storytime games. Here we go. Let's play Spot the Difference. Frankenstein. Can you spot all the differences in these scenes from the story? Here we go! We played Twister, Right Foot Blue. Close enough. Jenga, Jenga, Jenga. Then we went full on slumber party and did spa night. Ah!
I thought I heard my monster in here.
Your monster?
Yeah, I created him in the basement.
Hold on. Did you see something? Let's rewind. What seems different to you? Look at this. This wasn't here before. All right, let's watch another scene. Here we go. Well, I guess it's our bedtime. Good night. Excuse us. Oh, hi guys. We were just leaving. Come on, Granny. Seemed too easy, right? We were just gonna walk away, but then suddenly we heard... Meow. Yeah, that's a kitty. Pause! Did you see something? Rewind. What seems different to you? Look over here. This color is different. All right, let's watch another scene. So from that night on, our monster lived in Professor Weirdly's science lab at the school. It was great. He took care of the class pets. He helped kids with their homework. Well, he tried anyway. He was the best school monster ever. Wait a minute, did you spot the difference? Let's watch that again. What seems different to you? Right over there. How did this get here? That's the last one. Did you find all of them? Nice work. Come back to Cool School for more stories and games with me, Miss Booksy. Bye.